and I'll be guiding our brave band of heroes through the unknown. Now, I'm sure you realise what's going on by now, so I don't need to keep going through it. Okay, go on. Yeah, I will do it. Our quarrelsome quartet is bound for Conyberry, but not the Conyberry of the present. No, they have found themselves in the Conyberry of the past. They have managed to make an agreement with an inevitable whose interpretation of a particular request caught the town of Conyberry in a time loop. However, upon suggesting a slightly different understanding of that, the team have found themselves 100 years in the past. Not ideal, but once they got there, they found that the town was in fact in peril again, but this time under attack from werewolves. And that is basically where we are picking up, because we are in the middle of a battle. Also, and I always forget to say this, the team have miraculously leveled up mid-battle. It's timey-wimey bullshit, don't worry about it. So yeah, we'll be finding out what extra things the team can potentially do at some point today. But yes, that sounds like enough for me. Before we get into the adventure proper, let's meet the players. So please do introduce yourselves, your name, pronouns, your character's name and pronouns, and maybe what your character will do or is looking forward to doing when they get back to the future. And let's start with Talia.
My name is Talia, she, her, and I am playing Faerun, he, they. They're elf-shaped. They are... Stop laughing, it's true. They are shaped like an elf. God knows what's going on with them otherwise. They are a ranger, warlock, patron, fun creature, very, very, very undead, and currently looking like a nightmare in the middle of this battle. And what would they like to do? Shenanigans, more shenanigans, and get more people to join the HR cult. Faerun is also an HR leader of various things. Let me be your patron.
Nick, maybe you can save us from this.
Hello, I am Nick, and I am playing Theo, or Theodoric Barkan, who is a human. He, him, and both me and Theo are he, him. He is if you've been playing along with us, you'll have already seen he is a warlock / sorcerer. He is... where we left off last time, he's right in the middle of the fight after everybody went and jumped away and flew off up, and he's sitting there going, why has everybody got a bit? Why has everybody got a bit? Because he's basically good old support man. So I think what he's most looking forward to when he gets back is having a sit down and a little rest, and perhaps not having to both feeling mildly inadequate next to all these amazing people, but also feeling a bit like their dad. And I think he kind of wants to just have to not have to do that for a while. So.
Lovely. I think, Evie, can you go next?
I certainly can. Hello, I am Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing the ex-princess and knight Tine Vandermeer, who also uses she, her pronouns. Tine is an Air Genasi draconic sorcerer of now 15 levels. Powers hitherto unknown, and she is looking forward to making use of the now 8th level spell that she has up her sleeve. I don't know if I'm going to use it today, but I have plans. Also probably getting a foot massage. That sounds nice after everything.
Don't know if you'll use it today, as if you don't have faith that I'll be able to resolve this one shot after 4 sessions, which is fair. Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I will be playing Jakarth. Jakarth is a human dragon-shaped man that is been all over the place in the Roll Together universe. He's been to one of the many heavens. He's he's not been to the underworld. That was a different character. I'm getting all my characters mixed together. But he's here at the moment. He's helping out, do what he can. I mean, we're going to ignore the fact that he's got a little bite mark on him at the minute and could potentially, turn into some sort of maybe a werewolf or dragon man thing. I don't know. But yeah, what would he like to do when he gets home? Well, he'd like to find his cousin. The whole reason he was not in Neverwinter at the moment is he's looking for his cousin and doesn't know where she is. He'd like to find her. And yeah, get back to Zimoira, because I think Zimoira might have something to say about him potentially being a werewolf now.
It'd be mostly, why the fuck did you let that happen? Don't be incompetent.
Also, he has another, he has a wolf as a friend called Rover, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, a lot more in common now.
Yeah.
Cool. No, thank you all for being here. But before we dive in, let's hear from our fantastic sponsors and supporters who help make all of our shows possible.
We are proud to be sponsored by Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, which I have right here. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. If you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use to get items to power up your heroes as you collect them and battle through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges and freezers and microwaves, if you have the smart kind. We are also proud to be supported by Homie&theDude. They are a TTRPG group that make various different supplement books, not just for D&D, but for all kinds of different types of TTRPGs. They've got The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, and if you want to check them out, you can follow the links in the chat or in the description below, and you can see if they have any other Kickstarters going on at this point. And if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, if you type in Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need the goat, by following all of the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you.
Welcome back from your very brief sponsors break. We're going to jump straight back into combat. So a little bit of scene setting. There were 4 werewolves, I think, most of whom were scared off by Tine and Tine's terrifying visage. Wings, I don't know. You did a thing. They ran away. That is what happened. And yeah, through a variety of pummeling attacks, you have forced the leader, the Loup-garou, who did not run away, into a tricky situation. And he has decided to turn tail and run. Literally turn tail, because it has a tail. Anyway. And I believe that the last person to have gone was Tine, which does mean that it's the werewolves' turns. However, the werewolves themselves, seeing that Monsieur Loup-garou is en disparu, I don't speak French, seeing that he's getting the fuck out of here, they are also going to start retreating and making their way out of here. So it's actually going to jump straight to the top of the round, which is where I like to be, with Faerun.
Ooh. Oh boy. I have 8 more silver arrows and a current thirst for violence. This wolf is still in my range. So
Go for it.
just jumping along the roof, so I'd like to go after it. I would like to hunter's mark the thing first. Always remember to hunter's mark people. And then I would like to shoot him. Please.
Absolutely, you may do that.
I only do a couple of things. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, natural 20. Let me just double check. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, awesome. So that's a nat 20 for my first attack. I got 2 of them. That is going to be... Oh, gosh. Are we doubling the dice or doubling the roll for this?
I always say double the roll because it gives you a better chance of getting high. And I'm kind of like that.
Fantastic. That is 19 plus. Hunter's mark is 6. I can do math. 25. Hunter's mark was by bonus. Action. That is a form of dredge. That's an additional die of necrotic damage. That's 25 piercing. 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so 27.
Wait, I haven't finished yet. When I score critical hit, I can do an extra damage die. 29 points of piercing, 2 points of necrotic damage. And then I would like him to make... Then, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can use a spell slot for psychic damage. That's 3d6 psychic.
Okay.
Which would be double because of the crit.
Be doubled, and I also should probably double the necrotic damage as well. So
if it's a dice, then yes.
Yeah, so let's make that 4 then, just because. Psychic is going to be 15, 25, 27 psychic. And then I'd like a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Karen math. Dun, dun, dun. Karen math. Dun, dun, dun.
Just double
Stop
checking
arranging
because
math.
the Lugaroo is interesting because it's not actually vulnerable to silver. But there is silver has an effect on it. It's just not kind of what to call it. So I'm reading up, and yeah, that seems fair to me. That was a what save? What kind of save? Sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. That is a 20 non-natural.
It's fine. I've done enough things. That's attack 1.
Okay, well he's still standing.
Okay. That is my second hit. That's 30.
30. 30.
Yeah. 30. 18 plus 12.
Yeah, he's suddenly yeah, no, that hits.
Fantastic. Okay, so that is going to be
This is what your level up's done, isn't it? It's an extra point of hurty.
an extra point of party. I can do math. I can do math.
I can math.
Oh, I didn't even do the hunter's mark the last time. I forgot to do that.
Oh, we'll do it now.
That's fine. Make that the doubling for the crit. Let's make that 12 piercing damage plus 12 piercing damage for this second hit.
Oh, 12 and another 12.
Yes.
Still standing.
How does he look? That is fair. If I hit a creature, I can force it to do another wisdom saving throw. So can I get another wisdom saving throw from him?
Oh, that was cocked. Oh, that is 7.
Fantastic. He's scared of me now, as it should be.
I didn't need to roll for that.
Yes, but now mechanically scared of me is I am on these rooftops and I am running straight at him.
Was that second attack with the Hunter's Mark damage? Because you did 12. I'm just wondering if it had if you rolled the Hunter's Mark on top of that.
The previous roll, which I'd forgotten to do. I didn't roll the Hunter's Mark for the second.
Yeah, you get it for the second one as well.
Oh! 4.
So roll anything except a 1. Okay, 4. He's now
Too many
minus 3.
dice.
Frighteningly dead of you.
Wait, actually,
that's not a sentence.
because he halves everything, so 4 would actually turn into 2. So he's now still on 1, but minus 1. Which I probably need to do the other way around. My fingers don't bend that way. I don't know which way to do. She says, "Yeah, all right. How do you do this?"
Oh,
Gone, demon.
I think I've just gone like very tunnel vision focus. I'm staring like again. It's like eel arrow shot, and I'm just there's glee, but then there's scores of colours. I'm just going to shoot in both eyes.
Nice. I mean, he was running away from you, so I'm kind of imagining you shooting the back of his head, and now you've just got some eyeball skewers just poking out through the sockets.
Yes.
Which is grim. Thank you.
This is how I start the game. I'm murdering the bad guy.
Right. I would like everybody. Right. Theo, please make me a wisdom save. Jakarth, please make me a charisma save. Tine and Faerûn, please make me either your choice of perception or insight, please.
I have very good wisdom for saving,
Nice.
but my dice are not happy.
Yes,
That's
did
a
that
total of
translate to a roll? Sorry, 11.
11 is my total.
Okay. Josh?
I am using my inspiration from last week, which was a D10. I rolled a 4 on it. I rolled an 11 on the D20. I have +1 to my charisma save, so I rolled a 16.
16? Okay. Decent. And what about the perception or insights?
I've got
Evie?
21 on insight.
It's straight up
21 insight.
leave me on this.
I can't see it. Is it a natural 20?
Yeah.
Nice. On what was your choice?
Perception.
Perception. Okay, so we've got an insight, we've got a perception, we've got the 2 saves. Cool. What? We'll just do this in. Tine, you're watching from your vantage point as the mayor is dispatched summarily by Faerun. And you watch as he kind of slumps to the ground. And you can see, so when kind of lycanthropes are killed, they will revert back into their original form. And you watch as he turns back into a rather kind of stocky human male. And as the kind of fur and, the muscles retract and he changes shape, you kind of notice this sort of miasmic aura just briefly leave the body and then starts to kind of trail in Jakarth's direction. That's as much as you see. Faerun, with your natural 20, you are scanning around for enemies. You've dispatched this one, but that doesn't mean that the battle's over. There could still be foes. And you had clocked that the other werewolves had started to kind of make tracks and run away. But you notice something in their eyes. You notice that as the mayor dies, there's a mixture of emotions across their faces in almost like a split second. There's a kind of slumping of the shoulders and like downturnedness to their face that makes you feel that, you know, there's a kind of grieving for the alpha. But then it's almost immediately replaced. They kind of get this scent in their nostrils, and all heads turn to Jakarth. Theo, your bite wound starts to throb, and you can feel this curse taking hold of you properly. You know, there's been a couple of seconds since the Guru died, and you kind of vainly hoped that maybe this would be the end of it, and, you know, just easy peasy, bit of healing, done. However, as soon as this creature dies, you feel drawn kind of magnetically, like you suddenly feel this kind of warm communal feeling inside you, like you want to be a part of a group, and like you want to pledge yourself to Jakarth. Josh, similarly, your bite wound starts to throb, and you can feel that this curse is starting to kind of properly take hold on you. But as you do, this kind of strength wells up inside you, and you almost feel like you feel like your confidence has just taken a massive boost. You get the sense that you know, might be the leader of something. And you also clock all of the werewolves now looking at you. But what you see in their eyes is not hunger or, you know, lust for blood or anything like that. It seems to be deference.
Sit.
All of the transformed werewolves and a couple of the villagers who hadn't joined in the fight sit down.
I did not sit down.
Theo, you did.
Flaunt myself.
The other two of you weren't compelled to do so, but feel free. I mean, everyone seems to be doing it.
I am flying. Thank you very much.
That's a strange feeling. Like, I'm not sure what's happening.
Did the purple that I saw going towards Jakarth reach Jakarth?
Yes, it flitted over in split seconds, and you kind of, if you stare at Jakarth, you can kind of still see this you can see this aura that previously had been on the Luguru surrounding Jakarth now.
Tina, if I didn't... Why are you looking right through me? Well, at least that's the feeling I'm getting.
Well, you have... well, do I get the feeling like this is a magical effect? Is it another entity? Because obviously Jakarth has somehow now become the alpha, but I'm trying to discern if he's being possessed by an alpha spirit, or if it is just the way that it manifests.
Okay, I will give you your choice of religion, arcana, or nature.
That's
In fact,
0.
To any of them.
So any of them, yep. Let's go with arcana. That sounds about right. For a flat 10.
10, okay. Average. You kind of being a sorcerer, you're not necessarily magically learned in the same way that a wizard would be, but you've got some experience in these things, so you kind of start spooling through your memory and thinking, is lycanthropy a spell? Certainly, you can curse people with it through spells, but you get the sense that maybe it's not an arcane thing. Theo or Karen, would you like to have a go at one of the other two? Religion or nature?
Oh.
Well, my question is how much have I got my own senses about me? Am I just like, if Jakar speaks or does something, I'm like, ooh, but I'm still me? Or am I now like basically enthralled, effectively?
So you still have your free will.
Okay.
To be honest, I made you sit because you failed the first save. But after that point, basically, as long as you don't try to attack or do something that Jakarth has explicitly told you not to do, you're pretty much still in control.
Oh, okay. Cool. Probably. Well, what did you say were the options?
Religion and nature. And I have a feeling I know which one each of you is going to want. But
I was going to ask if I could argue for animal handling to see if this is like, if it is an animal handling possible. It's like, is this like a natural, like, where the alpha isn't actually an alpha, they're just like the dad of the pack and people who cares about the people in the, or if that doesn't work, it's a magical alpha thing, which is a fake alpha that doesn't really exist and it's kind of forcing will.
Okay. Yeah, go on then.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't want either religion or nature. I want arcana.
I regret not arguing for like history or intimidation.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Intimidate the facts out of the DM.
Give them to me. What will I go with?
Just quickly, what would history have been for you?
It's +5, so it would have been 15.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take history because he's a learned guy. He likes to read. He might be a warlock, but he's read a lot of books. He used to sell all sorts of tomes. So.
Okay. Yep. Go for it. Tell me what you roll.
Natural 20. So 22 for my history. Yeah, I've sat down and kind of gone, what? Why did I? No. What is going on? And I start thinking and trying to work this out.
Why did you sit down?
Why? Just quickly, what did Karen get on the animal handling?
25.
25. Okay, so we've got Evie. I will give you the 15 for history instead. So we've got that. We've got a 25 because it is not a natural 20. I'm assuming.
No, it's a 17.
And then we have a natural. Bloody hell! Plus it on. Okay. So yeah, the 15. You start off going through like arcane stuff, and you're like, no, I think it's possible. Like it depends on like the origins of it, and then you start kind of thinking back to some of like the books that you've read, mostly as like research, mostly looking for mentions of yourself and or your colleagues to back up your novel. That you suddenly get like this flash in your head that lycanthropy tends to be a bit more of a kind of religious, like divine curse. It tends to be something that, because it's kind of almost diametrically opposed to vampirism in a lot of ways. This kind of, one being the epitome of death, and this being kind of the epitome of vitality and life. So they're kind of diametrically opposed in that way. I think possibly Tina's been reading the Faerun equivalent of Twilight in that instance. But anyway, you start to think, yeah, okay, I think this is probably a kind of religious or sacrilegious, as it may be, effect, which has caused Jakarth to become the alpha in this instance. Faerun, with your animal handling, you start thinking to yourself about different animal species, and the obvious one that comes straight to mind is wolf. And you're aware that wolves tend to organize themselves in kind of family packs, and there's usually one wolf that is the lead wolf, who will make some of the pack decisions. And it seems like potentially Jakarth is acting in the same sort of way, like a straight up command from the alpha seems pretty impossible to resist from any of the other werewolves in his pack. Theo's natural 20. Now, you've obviously spent some time in Ravenloft, been surrounded by werewolves for quite a while as well. So I don't imagine this is your first encounter with these creatures. Probably your first time being one. You start kind of searching not only your historical knowledge and your learnings, your recent experience, but also kind of turning your gaze inwards to what your body's telling you right now. And you realize that you've kind of got two sets of thoughts. You've got your own thoughts and your own free will and the things, your desires and urges and everything. But then you've also got this kind of additional kind of comfort blanket almost, where you can feel a warmth coming off of other lycanthropes in your pack, but also Jakarth has almost this kind of irresistible magnetism about him now. And then you kind of delve in and you're thinking about this like why Jakarth and not you, because you were also bitten. Then you recall reading at some point that when the alpha dies, leadership of the pack goes not to the eldest or the next kind of longest cursed, if you will. It goes. It's almost like a monarchy in the sense that it travels down their line before it kind of goes back up the strata and then down another one. It seems that Jakarth was the first person this particular alpha ever bit.
Okay. Cool.
Or he took his werewolf V card.
That magnetism.
I feel so
Took the W card.
I run at Jakarth and snog him. No.
I accept with open arms. Oh wait, different game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I will probably be making my way kind of towards Jakarth, just as a general sort of thing. Now that I'm up and thinking for myself, but I'm kind of inadvertently just getting closer and closer to Jakarth. Wow. Okay. So, werewolves, huh? Okay.
Pushing up against my face. Yes, Theo. Personal space.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You're doing.
Okay. So he was big werewolf. But okay, just hear me out. From my remembering and understanding about this, I'm intrigued because there's a whole bunch of werewolves here. But now you, Jakarth, you're the first one he bit, I think. If I remember my lore correctly, you were the first one he's ever bitten.
Right.
So who are these guys?
Are you indicating the other werewolves?
Yeah.
Seeing kind of you approach, the others stand. They don't all quite come in as close to you. I feel like maybe this is the Theo personal desires rather than the pack desires. You just now have an excuse to do it.
Yeah. Just completely
the
overplaying it.
The other werewolves kind of stand around, and one of them, the one who had been dressed in the kind of uniform of the town guard, speaks up, says, "Yeah, you would be right there. The mayor only actually recently became leader of the pack, so had not yet created an heir. We are all created by the previous mayor or one of the previous to that. You can see a particularly old one. I should have been next in line." All right, Scar.
Great.
Hey,
Okay.
you were to back.
Yeah, sure.
Right, well, that completely changes my understanding of it. I thought it was whoever killed an alpha becomes the alpha sort of thing, and then point to Faerun.
I'm just holding up Chippy so that we are now just equally as close from the other side, because that's what we're doing now. Still looking like a nightmare. So is Chippy. We were both... And we're just going to go, "So I killed him very, very hard. It was lots and lots of fun."
I've got Faerun here, right up in my ear. I've got Theo's hand on my face. I look up towards Tino with a look of help.
Okay, everyone, break it up. Personal space, I physically separate. Okay, everyone just take a breath. And in. And out. Okay. Jakov, we may need to kill you now because there was some sort of event we were supposed to be, it was a big cataclysmic event. You might be the cataclysmic event now, I'm just saying.
I mean, wasn't the event supposed to be something to do with the werewolves? If we've killed the alpha, couldn't I not just lead these ones away? And then not have them in the village so they don't do the thing that they apparently did?
Well, why don't you ask them what their plans for us being big and nasty were? Go on, compel them like you compelled the good boy to sit.
I was just about to, and then you made that sound really judgmental, so I don't know if I want to.
I'm not judging you. Looks over to Theo.
Theo,
What?
you can be yourself now.
Yeah, no, great.
Why is your
okay,
hand still on my
thanks.
face?
It's not. I'm sorry. Look, fine.
Right, yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go over here. And while all that's happening, I'm going to go and deal with what this is, because I'm not enjoying it necessarily. It's a bit confusing. And I will have a question in a moment of my memory of werewolves. Would I know of anything that might help remove a curse? Say a certain greater restoration spell.
Or spell called Remove Curse.
Or that one.
Given that you had rolled a natural 20, I'm happy for this to carry over. So, thinking back to surviving in Ravenloft, you recall that beyond killing a werewolf, with a lot of lesser werewolves, you can just use a remove curse spell. There are certain kind of religious rites, some arcane magics that are able to do this. But you also recall that when a werewolf has been turned by a loup-garou specifically, a remove curse is not enough. So the only creature that is able to expel a werewolf from a loup-garou's pack is the loup-garou itself.
Oh, and I know this. Okay.
You know that. That's the last of your natural 20 freebies.
Yeah. Well, whilst he's still doing what he's doing, I'm going to go away and remember that, and I'll come back to that in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Werewolves. What was the former leader's plan?
Well, we were going to infiltrate all of the towns across the Sword Coast and eventually cause an uprising once we felt that we'd infected enough people with our lycanthropy.
I would lean back towards Tina and Faerun, and is that something that happened in our timeline, or has that not happened?
Really, when I was around, but I feel like I would have heard of it.
No one in the office was getting stressed out about werewolves. That doesn't mean that there weren't werewolves, there just weren't a huge pack of werewolves causing destruction.
Yeah,
They're really distracted.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about it either.
Can I get a history roll from Karen?
Okie. Is Karen paying attention to our people in the office? History. With a -1, that is a 15.
15 is pretty good. Not in this timeline, but you remember walking past, like there's a particular division in the Gatecrashers who are obsessed with wolves and lycanthropes, and so you like looking at their board because they have like little cutouts of what the creature is. So you've got like focused around sort of Kithis. There's lots of little shark pins that they've cut out and put on the board, and there's like giant rabbit ones, rats sort of in this area as well. And then you recall looking at the board and seeing some that you'd mistaken for like dogs. And there was a note that said many timelines this is a problem, and you can see that they've actually struck through a town that was so overrun with werewolves that it was actually just destroyed completely.
Okay.
That town was Conyberry.
But I explain what the DM told us, so I don't have to. Also, while this is happening, all of like the undead form is just fading, so it's like the colors kind of coming back into the skin. All of the sharp spikes are fading down, and it's all Karen again. Tiffy is good. So yeah, what the DM said, not different timelines.
Right. I don't know who the DM is, but I take your word as truth. So we're not
timelines. Conyberry got destroyed.
Right. And we know that Conyberry was said to have gotten destroyed at some point in the timeline where we came from. It was apparently it had been destroyed and then rebuilt, I think it was. I don't know, I can't quite remember. I remember somebody talking about it. So in other words, if I take the werewolves away now, then, and we don't do that plan, then that's something that's not going to happen. So Conyberry will live on without being destroyed.
Yes.
I think that does mean that you would not go back to our present, because you'd need to stay to lead them into a less wolf-tastic age, right?
This is true.
Actually, sorry, I was just reminding myself of the things. I don't know if you necessarily need to lead them away. Just thinking about this, and I'm going to stay over here because you're very compelling. I'm not going to look at you.
Don't be compelled by me anymore.
That kind of works. That kind of works. Yeah. Anyway, point being, this is a bit of a theory because we just killed the Lugaroo. So lycanthropy, curse, can be gotten rid of. Yay! Not when it comes from a Lugaroo. Lugaroos are far more powerful. Now, we killed the Lugaroo, but he bit me, and he bit you.
Yeah.
But you now appear to be the Lugaroo. If my memory serves, the way you get rid of a werewolf who's been bitten by a Lugaroo, I don't know about all these guys, but you banished them from your pack, as it were. So you can just tell them all to bugger off, including me, please. And then I don't know. I might be able to cure myself at least. I
Does
don't know
that
about the others.
remove the curse from you, or does that tell you to leave me?
I don't think it removes the curse, but I don't remember the full details. I might have to still do a bit of a curse removal. I will know once you perhaps tell me to leave you and not be a part of your pack anymore.
May I approach you? I was going to say something different, but I feel that with this compulsion thing that's going on at the moment, that might be a little bit weird. So may I approach you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
May I place my hand on you?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
And I'll place my hand on your face like you've been doing to me. And I will go, Theo, I release you of your curse. And see
Lovely.
if that does anything.
So, what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Mm,
Me
Well-
included?
Do I count?
Yeah, I mean, everyone. Go on.
18.
18,
22.
22, 11, and 11, I think, for Tina as well. Do you say?
Thank you very much.
So I think it's mostly Faerun and Jakarth who do see this. The other two of you kind of don't really notice the kind of physical things. But Faerun and Jakarth, you would notice that as Jakarth says these words and expels Theo from his pack, the wound that has actually closed up because, you know, being a werewolf, you've got some decent regeneration. Before it had kind of, it looked like a particularly hairy sort of mole almost, but like it was a bite mark that just had the kind of residual wolf hair. That sheds almost straight away. And there's some kind of blue veinage going on that just kind of sinks deeper into the skin. You don't feel attracted to Jakarth anymore, unless of course you already did. But you certainly don't feel like you would have to be at his beck and call. And I will give you that you are no longer cursed. Jakarth, I will also tell you, this is now an ability that Jakarth has. 3 times per day, resetting every full moon. No, every moon. Or is full moon meaner? Full moon, thematic. Every full moon, 3 uses, you can expel someone from your pack.
And remove the curse from them.
And remove the curse. It's basically a very specific remove curse that only affects werewolves in your pack.
Okay.
You can also, just by looking at people, tell if they are a werewolf in your pack.
Can I tell if people are werewolves if they're not in my pack?
You don't know. You can't see any werewolves that aren't in your pack.
I'm going to start smelling like a wet dog now, aren't I?
Yeah, you already kind of did.
Wet dragon, thank you.
Sorry.
He used to be a puppy, you know.
Not me, but yes. I am technically now on. I don't know what's going on. Right, so I'm going to look to the werewolves. I can choose to have some of, if any of you would like to not be werewolves, I can make that happen to some of you now and then the rest later. Or you can stay as werewolves and we stay together here in Conyberry and not infect the rest of the, everywhere, because why would we do that?
A woman at the back that you can tell is a werewolf kind of puts her hand up sheepishly and says, I wouldn't mind not being a werewolf. Last time I turned, I ate my goldfish.
Okay, I can certainly change you back. Was there anybody else? If we get too many people, I'm going to have to start structuring it by importance because I can only do it a certain amount of times. But
so having a bit of time to reflect, and also that you feel like there's a certain amount of, because your feelings have changed towards the whole werewolf world domination thing, their feelings have changed about it, and they've started kind of thinking, actually, I didn't really want to do this, but it was kind of the thing. So everyone does sort of start kind of coming along to the idea that maybe it would be better to not turn into a murderous monster every month. But the first one to say specifically that they don't want to be a werewolf anymore is a person kind of dressed in, you would say, kind of almost adventuring gear, but like adventuring casual, if such a thing exists. Like, not ready to go right now, but ready to go if you give me a moment just to go and fetch my breastplate.
Wearing sort of like the undergarbs of what you would put on top of the armor, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Put the armor over. I actually, it would be nice to not worry about it. My name's Thomas Lusguide Bellgather. I run the Saw Coast Adventurers Guild of Conyberry and Orphanage. I'm only going to do this once because I have the ability to. What anagram is your name?
That's mean. Mostly because it means I have to scroll. Like lambs to the slaughter.
Damn. Yes, I will definitely. Yes, that's two. Anybody else that doesn't want to be a werewolf? I mean, I will say now that I don't intend to be murderous or anything like that, and we can stay within Conyberry and evolve.
You watch Thomas as he kind of turns away, and there's a small child who kind of runs up to him. He turns to the small child. Yes, Giacomo. I'm no longer a werewolf. There's no risk to you or any of the children. Yay! I'm so happy, Mummy. The child runs off, pretending to be riding a horse on a little kind of hobby horse.
Wait, no, that can't be, because he gave himself the name through clothing. Is that the person is that the Giacomo clothing company leader person? I'm so confused. I'm in the past. Yes, Karen.
Have you thought maybe that some of them are murderous people regardless, and if you release them from their bonds, they can now be murderous normal people?
Murderous normal person isn't going to cause a cataclysmic event that...
But
the point is to get us back to our original time.
I mean, they could, but they could do a lot of murders, and then they could find another werewolf and then ask to be made their guru heir. Whereas at the moment, I'm just saying, maybe if you're tracking creatures, you need to know and work out what their habits and patterns are before you go and trap them or release them.
If I release any of you from your curse, are you murderous without being a werewolf?
I'm a baker.
Kill him.
Most of them are just townsfolk. Yeah, they're a couple of them look like prior to the curse they might have been part of like a barbarian tribe, but even then most of them are probably the kind of crafts folk rather than murderous people. The guard does come up and says, most of the most warrior-like of our number have already been sent to other towns.
Can I call them back from a distance?
I don't think so.
Will the connection that I share with all of you because I can feel that your feelings are changing towards this plan. Will that leak out to them?
This is new ground for all of us.
Right, well then that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave, and we're going to go find them, and then we're going to bring them back here before they cause any problems. That's what we need to do. Anybody who wants to come, obviously, I'm not going to force the baker to come with us. In fact, I'm not going to force any of you to come. If you want to come, then you can. Anybody who wants to stay in Conyberry, stay in Conyberry.
There's kind of general murmurs of appreciation of that. And you certainly you kind of get a feel for their emotions as well. Like, not like it's not detect thoughts, but it's just like you can kind of feel that they're warming up to the idea of, you know, being normal people again.
Right. Well, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go look for these other pack members, and I'll remove the curse from the ones who want it removed before I leave. And then I'm going to go looking for the others and bring everybody back to Conyberry, and we're just going to stay here. You three need to find a way to get back home.
Yeah, but we could at least help you get them back in first.
That feels like that may make this story a lot longer than what it needs to be.
Episode 5 of this one shot.
I was thinking more, you know, like just help you out in a montage sort of sense. Yeah, I kind of appear, and then, you know, we're over there, and then we're over there, and then everybody. I don't know. It's just a thing.
It'll be fine. I can just meet you in Conyberry when you go back to your time. Sorry, Tina, I keep interrupting you.
Right, I've had enough of montages for one day. I would much rather this be a one and done. So, Jakaf, I will shake your hand and say good luck and adieu. Now let's call them back. I really want to get home.
Go home. I'll meet you in Conyberry in 100 years.
That for me.
Is that easy enough? I'm not going to bother asking. I've met enough. And yeah, okay, fine. I would shake your hand, but we've done enough being close, so...
Yes, you've touched me enough. Wait, you've touched my face enough today, thank you.
Do you know what? 100 years sounds like a good period of time to get
Yeah,
over
that sounds like a good separation period, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Karen?
Uppies.
Uppy. We're the same height.
You're strong.
Am I?
Stronger than me.
I mean, my level up did mean that my strength is now 10, so up.
We are the same strength. I will cast fly on myself to make it seem like you are lifting me.
Okay, this is really cool.
I was about to cast levitate to help out, but you got it.
I was also going to say, like, you can transform into a werewolf at any moment if you wanted to. So, you know, hybrid would be probably stronger. Who knows?
Probably. I think he's going to resist that for the moment, though. He has some nice clothes on.
In your ear.
If you turn and you go bad, don't worry, I'll come kill you.
Thank you. I was going to say, if you could do that, that would be fantastic.
It's fine.
I'll find a way. I'll see if I can find a way to control it. If not for me, more for the others.
Marked you as a poi. Don't worry.
Bang on the top of the head. Jump down.
Okay.
So, those of you who wish to return to the future rather than wait through it like a Roman soldier, how do you intend to do this?
Shout to the sky. Inevitables, we call you down, please. We want to talk. Anyone? Faerun, do something religious. I don't know. How does one summon an inevitable, other than to commit time atrocities? In which case, you're the person.
Inevitables, I will continue to commit time atrocities until you come talk to TNA.
I think there's enough of you in the group to have this group think thought. There is someone currently in the town who knows how to contact the inevitables.
The hag.
Is
she a hag? Was she a hag or a witch? I can't remember.
She was a hag. She had the magic crochet hook that allowed time to stop. So had talked to the inevitables, but that was specific to that particular one. There's a rather foul-mouthed elf wandering around somewhere.
Oh, was it somebody in one of the bloody shops, isn't it?
Bingo Florosa.
Bingo was his name.
Bingo.
Go.
Oh, that remember. Yeah. Oh, bloody Bingo. Bingo will be about. Bingo. Bingo was good for this. Oh, we have to
Hey,
find
hey,
Bingo
you,
again.
you person. When, have you seen Bingo around?
I'm assuming one of the werewolves. He was going. I think he was trying to write some sort of ode, but this really old bloke that was dressed in the same sort of clothes was hitting on him. Them, I think they were them.
Ah.
That
Well-
raises way more questions than it answers. We said they were by the pond.
Yeah, probably.
You, I release you. I don't know why I'm talking like this today. It's been a weird day.
All right, thank you.
My
Backs
bad.
away. Never turns their back on you. This person is from the past, and Bingo does also exist here. So they assumed you were talking about their Bingo.
Bingo was his name. Oh, there's multiple bingos. Let's go find bingos.
Give me investigation rolls. I'll let everyone do it.
I'm still here. I can do it.
You are. This is not yet going on.
Could I argue once again? Can I argue?
Could I argue that you're not here?
Survival's about tracking things.
Well, I got a 25.
Go on, use your preferred. 25.
Yep.
Oh, it's all right. You can chew. What did you say, Talia?
21 then. For survival.
Flat 16.
Flat 16. Okay.
I got
Chikov?
22.
Nice. I think as a group, you've pretty much got a handle on it. Also, he's not particularly subtle. You just keep going until you start hearing the sound of an enraged elf throwing naff insults at whoever is in earshot. You can see that a very young Bingo Florosa is sat with parchment on their lap, while a much older Bingo Florosa is playing a lute and thrusting.
Did he come with us? Or did they come with us? Sorry.
They were the only one of the NPCs that you brought into Mechanis, who you then dragged to the table.
Whoops.
So then also got taken back to the past.
I forgot about you. You were super inconsequential in my brain.
What? You jam tart of jumbled thought!
Oh, it's
How
you.
dare
I remember
you.
you now.
You were just like loud.
You're a haphazard parade of distractions.
It's a new haphazard parade of thrusting. I inhale some crisp.
Oh,
Excuse
pause.
me.
Should I
What?
tap you? Should I tap you on the back there, Tino?
Yes, please.
These 100-year-old crisps are not good for you.
No, I don't know why I thought they would be. Bingo. We're done. We're finished. We've solved the problem. We're ready to go back now.
Oh, fantabulous! And how are we doing that?
I'm hoping you would tell us.
I would tell you what, I can't hop through time.
Insight check.
It's sure you can insight check.
The only lead the DM gave to us.
17.
17. He doesn't know how to hop through time. He does know how to contact inevitables.
You remember how we got here? Bingo. The old.
Yes, you dragged me up to that table.
Yep. So we need to go back through them. Can we have a conversation with them? You were good with that before, weren't you?
Oh, the arbitrator.
Yes.
Well, I had this go through their satchel and pulls out a scroll. Well, I've got this ritual, you see. It allows me to contact other planes.
Why didn't you mention it was a ritual earlier?
It didn't really make a difference. It's written on this paper.
Bingo, I'm going to ask you very politely. How? Can I see that? Would you mind?
Certainly.
Oh, fantastic!
Keep it.
Yeah. What am I looking at?
This is a scroll of contact other plane. It is a level 5 divination ritual.
Okay. Bingo.
Yes.
Did we use this last time to contact the arbitrator?
No, we just had to use the magic hook thing and wait for the moving staircase to ascend us.
Right. Of course. Yep.
But that one in particular was at our beck and call because he was tormenting us needlessly.
And you've only got one of these, I presume?
Yes.
Great. Tina, Karen, I know you really want to leave, and I know you're really, really keen to go, and I am very much as well. I'm just wondering, how would you feel about maybe, let's just say, putting a timestamp on leaving, namely 10 hours or so?
I mean, it's a bit of an ask, Theo.
I know, but this can... Look, put it this way. If anything like this ever happens again, and I get this put into... If I can get this one into my book of shadows, then we have this forever. I can do this constantly, always as a ritual, but I can do this, and if we need to get back to the inevitables, I can do it again and again. But I need to transcribe it. I need to get it from the scroll into my book, and it takes time. I've got the materials, but it takes time.
Did you say this spell was called again?
It's called Contact Other Plane.
Would that contact anyone on a demi-plane?
Yes, I believe so.
I'm agreeing to this because it is in line with some plans that I've had. Why am I evil now?
We have a temporary alliance, Luther.
It may coincide with some plans that I have, and that it might be useful to have someone who can contact other planes for. So I will grant you these 10 hours.
Oh,
very benevolently of me, not evilly at all.
Fine, I have
sure. I mean, it does mean that if you're going to be hiding out in other planes, Kieran, I can contact you as well.
Me, yay!
Yes. You know, we can have messages. We can say hi and everything. It'll be good. It'll be helpful. Okay, great. Bingo. I'm just going to take this. Thank you very much.
Do I get it back when you're done for 10 hours?
Message into Theo's head, lie if you have to.
Yeah. I'll give you back the scroll.
Excellent. I've got no reason to distrust you.
Perfect.
I've met smarter rocks after all. More pleasant ones too.
I'm sure you have, Bingo. As have I, funnily enough. Great. Don't worry, I'll be back. Or I'll be over here. Or, whatever you want to do. You can sit with me, you can not. I'm going to do this for 10 hours. And I'm going to transcribe it into my Book of Shadows, please.
Okay.
I have some plans. Bingo and bingo. Let's go do some drugs and seek enlightenment.
I was with you from the word let's.
Yay! I have no idea what any of these do.
Is this how Bingo gets hooked on drugs, by doing drugs with their future self and Faerûn?
I don't know.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. Cool. So that seems to be what...
Don't do drugs unless it's medicine.
Especially not with future and past alternates. It only ends in... Well, actually, it never ends. It just keeps going. Anyway, cool. What's Tine doing for 10 hours?
Going to take over someone's house and run a bubble bath.
Okay. You correctly surmise that the mayor's house is currently unoccupied.
This house is mine for the next 10 hours. I go in, close the door.
Actually, no, technically, I'm not the mayor of the town, so that technically wouldn't be mine.
One of the villagers just go, well, no, technically not, but we would be holding a by-election very soon, and most of us would find it very difficult to not vote for you, and nobody would run.
Interesting.
In 100 years' time, Mayor Jakarth.
Yay.
Maybe I can get united as well in that time. Then you'd be Nightmare Jakarth.
Up on my territory. Close his window again.
Nightmare, werewolf, like you're going to become.
I'm going for all of the titles.
Yeah, I know.
Nightmare where?
Where Nightmare?
Their Nightmare. Their castle. Anyway, what's Tina doing?
I could build a castle.
It's bubble bath time, and after that, I might experiment with a spell that No, I'm not going to experiment with that yet. I don't know. DM, is now the time to experiment with that, or is that a later thing?
I don't see why this couldn't be a good time to do it.
Oh, actually, yes, indeed. So, after the bubble bath, I'm like full, got the hair up, I've got a nice fluffy towel. I assume the mayor has some very nice fluffy towels.
Yeah, they're sheep's wool.
There's some
It's kinda good.
A wolf in sheep's bath
Towel.
towels?
Linen, yeah, maybe. Who
Okay.
knows?
There's a reason it went over my head. Okay, cool. I enjoy your puns. Please don't never stop making them. Glad and all that. Just like oh, I have a new spell. Okay, make some arcane signals, and just a normal wooden door appears in midair. I nonchalantly open it to a 30-foot by 30-foot cube room, made of wood, nice and airy, lovely. It's currently bare. I've cast the spell Demiplane and made my own
Nice.
little Demiplane
Mhm.
that I will just be able to access forever now, as long as I remember it exists. And I'm just going to start moving the mayor's furniture into my Demiplane.
Okay. So I haven't read this spell at all. Does it always come bare, or can you put furniture in it?
I'd like to put furniture in if I can to avoid stealing everything from the mayor's house, but it...
To be honest, that's what I loved about you, was the idea that the spell could have come furnished, but you decided that you were actually just going to rob the house.
It honestly doesn't say. It just says it can be wood or it can be stone. So,
Okay.
say, will you allow me a few creature comforts? And then I still steal from the mayor.
I would say that it comes with the kind of Goldilocks essentials. You know, one bed that's too hard, one bed that's too soft, and one that's made of knives.
Oh, a 3
I
bed.
don't-
Ooh.
Wrong game, Sean. We've done that already.
Yeah. Carrying on.
I take the mayor's various things, pots and pans. I take some food in there. I put loads of pillows and all of the soft things, lots of nice scents. And I just start making it nice as I have big plans for this Demiplane. I can only cast this once a day, so I can't yet expand my realm. But I shall.
Nice.
Is it permanent, and is the entrance for it always in the same place?
The entrance for it is not always in the same place because when the spell ends, the door vanishes. But I
Okay.
can cast it again, and then if I know where the Demiplane is, I can be there and make a new Demiplane that leads on from this one. So I can keep expanding my Demiplane into its own little realm, its own little castle, its own little dungeon, if you will.
It's like a safe
I'm
state.
also just imagining that Tina is going to continue to cast this spell while in somewhere that she can then rob.
Yeah. New era. I'm going full criminal, baby. And I'm also going to be casting it while inside the demiplane. Maybe I'll get lost at some point and be just one with the dungeon that I create as I try and find my way out again. Who knows? The future is uncertain.
You realise that you're just creating your own one-shot.
Or the dungeon where all the kobolds live. Either
Yes.
one. Maybe both.
Yes.
Why not both?
That
That's what
feels
I
like
do in the 10
something
hours.
that feels like something another DM can deal with. Cool. Yeah, you've made a demiplane. You've robbed the mayor's house. I mean, presumably Jakarth can command people to get new furniture, so it probably won't bother you too much if you do decide to run for mayor. And why wouldn't you? Karen, did you want to actually roleplay any of the drug taking, or would you?
Please
Could we
no.
not?
Please no.
That's fine. Okay, here's the thing. So while this was happening, I was rolling on the random drug table from I think for 3 different things. From the stacked effects of one of them is we imagine wild magic. The other one is that we believe that we are in having different lives, and the third one is we have a message. So I think we're playing Baldur's Gate. Like, we're just drugged up and we're playing Baldur's Gate in our mass hallucination for 10 hours.
I'm desperately searching to see if I can find the wild magic table that I made up for.
It's not real wild magic, it is hallucinated wild magic.
Oh yeah, I know. But I also kind of want you to be hallucinating my expanded table. But yeah, I don't think I can find it in. Maybe after the break. Maybe I'll try and find it.
I will also, during this, I have placed myself in this role as their warlock patron. This is the thing. Karen has a patron of their own, but I'm not entirely sure that Karen's aunt is also Karen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just trying to. I want more patronies. Bingo and bingo. They'd be fun.
If Karen is also Karen's aunt, then
Yes.
Karen's kind of cornering the market in being a warlock patron for people and their past selves.
Yes. So bingo and bingo would be perfect additions.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow it.
And I thought the multiversal stuff was confusing.
Just wait until Karen tries to kill their grandparent.
There's one. Good. We're fine. Boy has multitudes. But anyway, yes, I would like, at the end of our 10-hour Baldur's Gate game, it's much longer in our heads than it is in real life, so we finished the entire campaign, and I have come out of it. I'm coming out of it now as their warlock patron. I'm adding it to my list.
Cool. I realised that I forgot to ask what Jakarth was doing while your colleagues all seemed to postpone trying to get home and then go off and do their own individual things while you're just like, I guess this is kind of my home now, though.
I was originally going to go to the mayor's house, means they were dead, and it was free, and it was open. I think I do at one point go to the mayor's house, open the door, and like, oh, it's empty, and then close the door again, and don't even think to look for Tine, because I think Tine's left. And then I
Is
just
there anything that you want to do?
I'll get to know the wolves. I'll heal the 2 that asked to be, or release the 2 that asked to be released, and then I'll just sit down. I'll take all of the rest to the tavern and sit down with a drink and get to know all of them.
Okay. I will just tell you who each of them is.
And I'll ask for the anagrams of their names for every single one of them. But you don't have to tell me what they are on stream because we'll be here forever.
Also, spoilers. Some people like my anagrams.
I
Mostly
do.
me.
I do. I can never get them, but I do.
So they kind of start telling you about the first the alpha who bit you, who was Hop Wheatfall. You find out that the town guard werewolf, who was naturally a half orc, is Ratroy Foulwood. Ratroy is towering and heavy built with a long scar down his jaw and piercing yellow-green eyes, but wears like mismatched armor, which is often dented. You also recognize a couple of people that you knew from the future, but depending on how much you want to interfere with that, you may or may not mess with their minds. Let's see. There's also trying to find the ones where I've specifically written secret is a werewolf.
I was going to say you don't actually have to go for all of them. I'll get to learn who they are, release the ones who asked to be released, make a list of anybody else who wants to be released for when the next cycle comes round, and then start organising which ones are going to come with me to go looking for the ones who are in the other towns, and who's going to stay behind. None of anything that I say to them is not an order. I'm asking what their opinions are and what they want to do. Don't want to be. I know that I have this magical control over them, but I don't want to do it without consent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're phrasing it in a way where they know that they have the option to not.
Yeah, they have the option to say no to me, and I can go, that's fine.
Okay, well, in that case, I will tell you the name of the other one who opts to go with you, who is Tomo Earthbank, who is a priest of Saloon, mostly because of the moon, who's broad-shouldered and serene, also half-orc, with silver-painted tusks and star tattoos on their arms, wears moon-themed robes and a crescent-shaped pendant. And so both Tomo and the guard Ratroy, they volunteer to join you, but the rest want to stay.
That's fair. And then I would ask them if any of them have any outrageous, when they are they forced to transform on a full moon? And if so, do they have any procedures in place to put themselves somewhere where they can protect the rest of the village, sort of thing? And if not, is that something we could set up if they didn't want to hurt anyone? Mm-hmm. All of this sort of stuff. I'll go through all of that with them, but carry on with others.
You start putting in place some Kyushi for the town until such a time as you can release everybody from their awareness. Cool. All right. Well, seeing as 10 hours has passed, I think it is fair that we allow 10 minutes to pass and we will take our short rest. So, I mean, you know the drill by now. There is a anagram. I've got a 4-letter word that I've scrambled up, and I'm going to read out the letters to you. And if my players manage to get it, then they will get to reset their inspiration for what I'm hoping will be final half of this 4-part, 1-part. Cool. Your letters are E, I, L, M, N, S, T. And I'm going to attempt to refresh my my sign again. So E, I, L, M, N, S? No. S. S. I always forget to T. T? Yay. Practicing. Cool. I will give my players a longer rest, but you only get a short rest. Come back in 5 and/or 10. We'll see how Dawley's feeling. See you after the break.
We are proud to be sponsored by Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack Rathrocks, including some limited edition roll-together dice, which I have right here. And if you use the code roll-together, all caps, at checkout, you can get yourself 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms. If you type in exclamation point code into chat right now, you'll get yourself a code for a free Electrum chest, which you can use to get items to power up your heroes as you collect them and battle through waves of monsters for free on various different devices, including fridges and freezers and microwaves, if you have the smart kind. We are also proud to be supported by Homie&theDude. They are a TTRPG group that make various different supplement books, not just for D&D, but for all kinds of different types of TTRPGs. They've got The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin, and if you want to check them out, you can follow the links in the chat or in the description below, and you can see if they have any other Kickstarters going on at this point. And if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, if you type in roll together all caps at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need the goat, by following all of the links in chat or in the description below. Speaking of the description below, if you are watching us on YouTube, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like, so we know what to make more of for you.
Welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed your short rest. I know that we certainly did. I wolfed down my dinner. Before we get back into the swing of things, I set an anagram, and I know that a couple of our players got it. So Talia and Evie, I know that you were just a little bit off. How long did you get? How long a word did you get? 5, 6. Okay, but what was your 5?
I got steel with 2 E's.
Yes, that is great. Talia, what did you get?
Listen.
That is in there as well. Cool. So Nick, you were the first one. I mean, you got it pretty much as soon as I'd set it. So I will go to you. Josh, you have got it right. You messaged me in the break, so I know that you got it right. But Nick, what did you get at? What is the word?
Timelines.
Oh.
Timelines is indeed the 9-letter word that I had. There are probably more. Who knows? I mean, line times is also in there. Probably not actually your thing, but it's there. Cool. So that is a D10. You know what? I'm feeling generous, and also we probably haven't got long in which to use them. So I'm just going to give everyone a D10 inspiration.
Hey. Get a bit
So
ready.
there you go. I feel especially bad for Josh because we're probably going to a place where you can't take part for a little bit.
That's right.
So we'll see.
Story choices were made, so you have to. What's the word? You have to lay in the bed that you set yourself.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes, consequences and actions.
That's
something
the one.
That most...
Thank you. Brain not work.
There, castle. Cool.
Wolf castle.
Right. Last time, I say last time, as if I'm going to do a full recap of the whole one shot. I'm not. Just the break. You started off. You very swiftly dispatched a chief werewolf, and very swiftly a new one was crowned. I don't know. Jakarth's now leader of the pack. We had a little bit of to and fro as. Sorry, my cat just jumped into a mirror. Okay. Yep, there he is. How are you feeling after that, mister? Yeah, I know. Let's get that away from the camera. Okay. So, yes, it's completely thrown me off. Some decisions were made, some copyings down of scrolls of speak with other planes, or the words to that effect, some rules and regulations put in place in the werewolf town, some light burglary done, and also some recreational drug use. But this was all montaged, or as a werewolf would do it, moontaged. So, having copied down this spell, what would Theo like to do?
I will. Well, as a little side note, a little bit of flavor. In the process of going to write down the scroll, because there was an influx of power and health all of a sudden halfway through the fight, and he's flicking through his book of shadows to do it, and then he comes across a new invocation that he'd never seen before, and he quickly reads through the invocation and just kind of looks up to, because his patron is he's a celestial patron, so he kind of looks up and goes, "That is mean, Callum. That is bloody. I mean, it'll be very helpful, thank you. I have a bit now, I suppose, a bit like everybody else, but that is just mean." Fine. It might turn up, it might not. And then, now that he's finished writing it all in, he will go and gather everybody and say, "Right, I'm ready. I'll contact the plane. Contact the arbitrator."
Cool. Now, have you read the text of the spell?
Yep.
Yeah. Could you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Yep, cool. I'll sit down, like cross-legged or whatever, and do the whole thing, and then set up to do the spell. Let's see. I'm going to use my inspo that you just gave me immediately for this.
You don't have to roll it straight away. You can see whether it succeeds first.
I am going to, and I'm going to roll my inspiration.
Fair enough.
Which, thank goodness, I did. So before the inspiration, that was a 9. After the inspiration, that was a 16.
Okay. Yep. Good. I mean, for story reasons, it's great that it happened. But I would have also quite loved it if Theo had gone insane for a day trying to contact another plane. But that doesn't happen. Presumably, that's what happens to I can't remember the name. Mad Mage of Baratok Mountain. Is that the one in Strahd?
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to give spoilers, but there's a Mad Mage, and presumably this spell. Yeah, there you go. But that does not happen. Cool. You are able to contact another plane. What plane would you like to contact?
Whatever the one is called. I'm trying to get hold of the arbitrator. So is it Coronet Root? Is that the name that I'm looking for? I
don't know. I always called him the arbitrator, but yeah. Yes.
It's the arbitrator. I'm looking for him.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look through my anagrams now, because that definitely sounds familiar, but I cannot remember why. Yes. So it lasts a minute. I'm going to be flexible about this. Like, don't worry about it. But you get to ask the entity up to 5 questions.
Oh, I should have talked about this with everybody before we did it.
It's fine. You can have that discussion now.
Yeah. If I know what the spell does, but Theo's never done this, so would Theo necessarily know? I think I might very rapidly go like, "I need to ask questions out loud to people around. I need questions. What are we asking him?"
How do we go back to Theo's original timeline?
Well, also primarily, I suppose that we want to make sure that we've done what we need to do, don't we? So, first question is: have we fulfilled the what was the term originally? Like, have we fulfilled preventing a cataclysm?
I can go and read you what the contract was. When the power of the Dread Ring scours across the nation, Conyberry shall be as it was before the devastation.
Before the devastation. Yeah, have we prevented the devastation?
A voice that sounds like the grinding of enormous metal cogs resonates in your mind, and you just hear a yes.
Right, well, we fixed the devastation, guys. That's great. Can we go back to our original timeline?
Yes.
How
You send us back.
can you send us back to our original timeline, and can you do it now, please?
That is 2 questions. But
I
yes.
have 5.
So he can answer in a phrase if one would be a
yeah.
one-word answer would be misleading. So you just hear,
That's true.
"Are you all coming back?"
No, it's Tine, myself, Kieran. Is Bingo here?
Bingo the Elder. Like, wake up.
Bingo.
Mhm.
Jakarth remains.
Squirrel.
Oh, and Chippy.
And Chippy.
Chippy's me.
And Richard, technically, who's my familiar, but I could just port him in wherever I get to.
It shall be so. And with that, time pauses for the 3 of you plus familiars. Jakarth, I'll come to what Jakarth sees shortly, but for the 3 of you, time pauses. All of the townsfolk are frozen in their spaces, and you become aware. I mean, you don't become a werewolf. You become aware of a large golden escalator, a moving staircase, just effervesces in the middle of the lake. You kind of have to wade a little bit in, but then it's only kind of up to your ankles, and then you can mount the escalator. And those of you who are not frozen in time, you can ascend and go. As far as Jakarth's aware, one moment your friends are there, and suddenly there's almost like a breeze as they kind of whoosh past you towards the lake, and then they're gone. Almost like a wind spirits them away.
As soon as I'm like, oh, they're gone. Get on with the mission at hand, and then fade off into the timeline.
Yeah, and that is a story that I shall leave for another DM, or at least another time, lest we push our luck with the definition of one shot. But
We've
those of you
definitely
who
done that already.
I think, and then some. Yeah.
Oh, one shot 4-parter on the wiki. This entire series needs to be known as a 1-shot 4-parter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So those of you who have ascended the escalator, it takes you up through the clouds, and you kind of, as you break through the clouds, and you start kind of like when you're on a plane, and you can see the clouds kind of rushing past, except that after the first few kind of wispy bits, they almost look pixelated. It's just very kind of blurry, and eventually you notice that they're just it's almost like you're kind of emerging through a sea of grains of sand, and the escalator continues upwards, and I destroy things on my shelf, but then you emerge out onto the top of this landing, which it's like you're standing on an enormous, like on the enormous face of a clock, and you dismount the escalator, and immediately the cog turns, leaving space for the next person who dismounts the escalator, and so on until you're stood lining the rim of this cog, which continues turning around, and you can see that there are other platforms that kind of interlock and turn, and you can see in the center of one of the slightly more distant cogs is a round table, sat at one edge. I mean, it's all edge. Sat on this cog is the arbitrator, and he is kind of slowly spinning in a kind of, how would cogs go? Yeah, kind of like that. But you're able to dismount, and he's facing the right direction, almost as if it was, clockwork. I see that you managed to complete your quest.
Thank you for believing in us the entire time, I'm sure. Is it ready for us to go home? Like, you're not going to... The conditions of the contract have been fulfilled now, yes?
I see no need to maintain this contract. My role as arbitrator of the contract over Conyberry is fulfilled.
Good news. So we'll be going home in a second, right?
I shall indeed send you back to Conyberry.
Before we hold contact altogether, I just have to inquire. I have a friend in my original timeline who is somewhat out of time, and I would be remiss if I did not inquire on his behalf if there was anything you could do to set him right without, destroying him.
You speak of the pig folk, Airfor.
I do. Yes, I do.
The Frozen Five are significantly displaced from their timeline.
Yes, they are. And that one would very much like to go back to his own one.
It is not of the easiest to do, however. It is within our power. Perhaps if Airfor were to complete a task on our behalf, we could see it as something of a favor.
Of course. I'm sure he would be absolutely thrilled to do that for you. Would you like me to take him a message, or will you contact him yourself?
My role as arbitrator of the contract over Conyberry is finished. I am free of my fate, however. Others shall be able to complete this quest.
I'm sorry, what do you... Oh, someone else will be in touch with him.
Indeed. I am now a free agent, now that my role is completed.
Excellent, because I am not a messenger. I'll do things for friendship, I'll tell you that much. So you're a free agent, what are you doing now? You retiring a holiday cottage somewhere on a Debbie plane?
I intend to open a bakery.
Oh, lovely. Wonderful.
Great.
Have you got a name in mind so we can find you?
The arbitrators.
Wonderful, truly inspired.
Are you going to specialize in any particular baked goods?
Would you like to try a Battenberg?
Oh, yeah. That'd
I
be
could drink
brilliant.
one.
They are perfectly square, as one would expect, made by an agent of order.
They're delicious.
They're not. But thank you
They
for saying
are.
so.
They taste like empty, which is fantastic.
Yeah, they are technically very well made. They, follow the recipe to the letter, but perhaps no flair.
Oh, okay.
But Kevin will put anything in his mouth. So,
Hey.
Hi-yo!
Question. Question, arbitrator. These are very fine Battenbergs. My
Thank you.
compliments to the chef. Do you possess the sense of taste, being mechanical?
Taste is irrelevant. Baking
You
is a
may-
science.
You may want to have a business partner for this bakery because tasting is. Oh, Karen is. Yes, Karen, are you volunteering?
wait. I am volunteering. I am volunteering, and so is Chippy. Chippy would like to be sous chef. Come join
We
us. Come.
we-
Would you
We
like
will
to come?
we will draw a contract.
Yes. Come and find me in Gate Crashers. I have an entire wing that you could use for baking purposes and lots of volunteers. They will volunteer because I'll tell them to.
I will accept this. I will accept this task. The arbitrator stands up from the seat, and you can see that the Marut behind him opens its chest up. The arbitrator goes up, and there's a stone. Is it stone or is it metal? I'm not going to be able to find out. I'm going to say it's like a metal engraved plaque. The arbitrator kind of holds it in two hands, and the hands begin to glow. First red hot, then they go through blue, and then white, and this color transfers onto the metal, which starts to buckle, and he basically screws up as one would a sheet of paper. You are free to go. Find another who can give you a task. And the Marek just kind of salutes and goes, yeah, okay. Stomps off. I shall see you at Gatecrasher HQ. However, I believe that you wish to return to Conyberry first.
Got someone meeting us.
Indeed. The arbitrator indicates a direction, and you can see that adjoining this cog is another interlocking cog with another escalator going down, if you will.
What time exactly are we going back to? Is it the moment that we left from there, or a different point?
You will be returning to the point which is equivalent to the number of months that you spent in Conyberry.
Oh. Right. Okay.
Oh, that's quite a while.
Yeah, how long were we there for?
How long? Like, oh gosh.
Math.
Right.
I've never been good at maths. Like,
Roll 12 and see what we get.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Okay. Could you each roll a D100?
ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, I'd like you to do it as well.
Yes, please.
Right, D100, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's use my dice with literal cogwheels inside of them for this. Feels
Noise thematic.
I got a 28.
Okay. Evie, what did you get?
99?
89. Cool.
99.
Oh, 99.
Big
Sweet.
number.
Talia?
38.
38. Josh?
54.
Cool. The sum of that is 219. I'm not fast at maths. I mean, I'm quite fast at maths, but I'm also lazy, so that I just put that in Excel.
About
So-
209 days.
219 days you spent in loops.
Okay.
So yeah, the best part of a year after you arrived.
Lovely. Okay. Follow-up question.
Mhm.
We were there a while. Rough. Trying to remember now. But are we going to be going back like this? Because I mean, I think I'm the only one really who time really fluctuates for the most. But it didn't seem to do much across the day because it was many days. But am I going to suddenly age in nearly a year, or what's going to happen?
You shall be going back in the state that you are in. You will not
Okay.
have aged 219 days. However,
Thank you.
you will be joining the world after the 219 days you spent.
Yep, that's fine. Gotcha. No problem. Thanks.
One more thing.
Hmm?
Reaches into his pocket and pulls out a number of perfectly spherical white pills. These will refresh you
Oh.
almost as good as a cake. Ha ha ha.
Already eating it, no questions asked.
Thanks.
Cool. Long rest.
Yay!
Oh, cool.
I wait for everyone else to eat theirs, see that no harm has befallen them before actually eating it.
Yeah, the princess test.
Princess test. I need tasters.
Wait,
Cool. This conversation has taken exactly the right amount of time that you are now passing the pass point for the same escalator. This entire time, the arbitrator's hand has been following the escalator that you want as well. To the extent that it actually kind of like pops out of the socket so that it can go over his head and then just carries on round.
Wow.
If you please.
Very good. Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, as you dismount off of the cog, mount onto a new cog, and I mean, you can either try to stride across the thing and then like time it so that you do, or you could just carry on waiting while it passes until it hits the point at which the escalator is there. Whichever one decides to do. You are now on the escalator going down. And much the same as you entered, the escalator descends down into the pit of sand, which as you look around you, you kind of, it starts to materialize into your view that you are inside an enormous hourglass. But then as the escalator descends down, the sand itself is actually super fine and hecking fly as well. And as you go down through, it turns into fluffy clouds, and you are descending down into not destroyed, werewolf-free. Well, we'll see. Town of Conyberry. Josh.
Hi.
So how exactly does Jakarth survive for 100 years?
He has the lifespan of a dragon. So, and I don't mean a dragonborn. I mean a dragon. So 100 years is nothing to him. He can live up to 2,500 years. So he just he's just there. Looks the exact same, hasn't aged.
Nice. It's up to you how much detail you want to go into. More than happy to, see if any of the other DMs fancy tackling what Jakarth does on his 100-year mission to clear Faerun of werewolves, or you can tell us now.
Just goes around and collects the werewolves and brings them back to Conyberry. Any that want healing, he heals. Any that want to stay part of the pact, stay part of the pact, and they're in the town. And when the others sort of reappear or sort of come out of the bushes, because I've been watching everything happen because I was stuck in the time loop twice, and I'm just watching them like, hi.
Did you become mayor of Conyberry?
I did for a time, got bored of it, and let somebody else be the mayor. Whoever was the mayor at the time when this one shot first started.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure how long mayoral terms last, but that probably means you were mayor for a good 90 years at least before you're like, how many more?
I probably got bored of it, but yeah. I probably got bored of it quite quickly because, as we've seen with the games in Neverwinter, Jakarth does not like being in charge of the Church of Kellenvor, so probably wouldn't have done it for too long.
I mean, eventually time will right itself, and the right mayors become mayor at the right time. Yeah. Cool. So as the three of you descend down into the town, initially time is paused. But as soon as the last of you steps off, Bingo has been here the whole time, but has been uncharacteristically quiet for fear of fucking things up again. But as soon as the last of you steps off of the escalator, you become aware that it is no longer behind you, and everybody unpauses and goes about their business. And then a Jakar steps out of the bushes.
Hi.
Oh,
No, you're not still in the past. You are in the present.
you haven't changed at all.
No. That's the beauty of being me.
Even your outfit is the same.
I have washed it. I just thought it'd make sense for me to appear to you in the same clothes that I wore when we went back in time.
Would they last that?
Well,
It's the outfit
Yeah.
of Theseus.
It's
It's the same outfit, but I've replaced the coat 5 times, the trousers 6 times.
Yeah.
it looks vaguely the same.
Oh, it's very good to see your face. I mean, I only saw it about 20 minutes ago, but hey, it's nice.
Yes, I had forgotten all about the touching of my face until I saw you again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to happen again. You're fine.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't want it to, so, you know. But it's
Great.
good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well.
I mean, I'm doing as well as I was the last time you saw me, which is to say, fabulously. But I am really happy for this chapter of our very eventful lives to finally be coming to an end. I thought this was going to be done in the span of 4 hours, but it's been 4 times that amount of time.
No. I thought it
Not
was
that it hasn't been a pleasure, absolutely.
just getting to know you. I thought it was fun.
It
It
has
was
been.
fun up until a point, dear.
Oh.
It has been nice, actually. It's my first kind of foray into something since getting back from Old Barovia, so it's nice to have a change of pace. Yeah. You're all very interesting, and clearly know what
Yeah.
you're doing. So, yes, we can still talk the book deal if you like. I do have some shops still running. My brothers are certainly running some. I think one of them's up in the Dale at the moment, actually. I believe you said he'd opened a shop, so yeah.
All of
No,
this will
I
make...
don't-
Sorry, you go, Tina.
You know, I don't think I really want that book to go into circulation anymore after this. I'd rather just take a break creatively and then get something out into the world when it's ready. I think a little break is in order.
Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds good.
And when you're ready to write a new book, this whole chapter will be a lovely addition to that book. And if you look in the background, you can see that there's a couple of people that are walking around with copies of Tina's book.
They can keep it if they like it.
Jakartha's made a special order to get them in, so people can have them.
I think we can arrange that. I'm not completely opposed to it. I just, wanted the book tour to come to an end. But if people want to read it in adoration of me, who am I to stand in their way?
You watch a little girl run past in a Tina outfit.
That is a terror. My hair is so much bluer than that. You must correct this. Is it like you're still the mayor? Sash.
No, I'm not the mayor now, but the tales of, as much as I tried to stop it, the tales of what you all did, or what we all did 100 years ago, is sort of rung true throughout all of Conyberry. So there's a couple of Faeruns around here somewhere. There are Theos around here, but they just normal dress people, unfortunately.
Hardly normal. I have a cape.
There's one with a cape over there. And,
Yeah, that'll do. I'll take
I
it.
kept trying to tell them what colour it was, but there's one with green, there's one with red, there's one with blue.
That's fine. That's fine. I know. I mean, if they had a little owl and they had a book and they had a staff, maybe. But I don't. I didn't really. They're not always on show.
A couple
I
of people
get it.
walk past with some red scales painted on the side of their face.
Ah, nice.
Let's have a party.
Party.
Party. Maybe not now. Party later.
I could be down
Well.
for a party. Yeah.
Every year, annual convention party.
Faerun, dear, I love an event as much as the next ex-princess. But does it need to be every year? Surely a big blowout one is enough.
He dies short.
So do I. We have the same lifespan.
Really?
Yeah. Do we?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought you had more. It's just because
I got frozen in time for 2,000 years.
Got you. Nice. All right. Well.
I
All right.
just
Well, then are we
Give you as many parties as possible.
Do you want to hang out for a bit? If you're going to die soon anyway, we might. Do you need a hand with anything?
Going to die soon anyway?
No, me. Not really. Not literally. Oh, for goodness sake. In relation to the people. Oh, forget it. Never mind.
We're impossible, and you know that by now.
Mhm.
Except me, who is entirely possible.
Right.
So I think, DM, we're saying party.
We'll party.
So, as the group start to plan their party and work out the exact logistics of it, and you know we pan away from the group and out of earshot of the plans. Oh, does Theo have a thing?
I just wanted to very quickly be like, all right, well, if we're all going to separate or party or whatever, just give me a shout. Just going to dash off over here. See you in a bit. And I'll start walking. And then just to scare them slightly in a way, I'll do my new thing, which is I turn into a dire wolf. And I bound off into the forest. And you hear me in perfect Theo voice, though, because for some reason that's the thing, from the dire wolf going, not a werewolf, don't worry, just trying it out. And I disappear into the trees.
He has a gimmick.
Finally got a defining characteristic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
Okay.
So, as Theo bounds off into the bushes, does anyone else have anything quickly before we wrap things up? Oh, yeah, Talia?
Oh, I guess if we're not doing a party yet, probably should go back. A party? Fine. Sorry. What do you mean you knew this was a werewolf mission? I didn't know this was a werewolf mission. You're supposed to tell me things, Chippy. I'm just going to take out the key and go, anyway, I don't want to have been here for you. I have things to do. Key. Okay. Okay, let's go. Anyway, this was fun. Don't get stuck in timelines again.
We'll try.
As you walk through the door, you just hear, I have perfected the apple turnover.
Perfect. And then I'm seeing some signs go, what's this new crisis going on? Is that Vecna? He's a turd. That's it.
Okay.
Really want to punch him.
I
No,
could
I
have
didn't.
left the entire time, but this was fun.
Evie, anything? Oh, and you.
Evie first.
After the big blowout party, which was something to be remembered, I'm sure, I'd like to find Aefwa, if he's still around.
Okay. I will come back to that.
Okay.
Josh, what was your thing?
While we're partying, I introduced the people who are remaining to Jakast's family. Because he would have had a family in that time. He doesn't have grandkids. It would have been something that would have taken him a little bit of getting used to. So he's got a wife and children. But yeah, he will introduce them to Thea. They're not werewolves. But yeah, he'll introduce them to everyone. And that's it. That's all he'll do.
Okay. So yeah, as the party maybe come together for the last time for their big blowout, and Tine goes looking for Aefwa, being aware that he had been staying with the weaponsmith, Holy Whisk Throne Sitter. You kind of knock on the door to the forge. You hear just piercing through the silence, incorrect. And as you burst through the door, you can see that Aefwa is there, bound and gagged and being carried away by a group of inevitables. However, that is a tale someone else is going to have to unravel, because I am done. So,
The one shot is finished.
who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk? Thank you, everyone, for sticking around for the chaos of this 4-part one-shot. It's done. It's done. We're done. We don't have to anymore. We don't have to come back. It's fine until I get more ideas.
Yeah, I was going to say, clearly we do, because Tina needs to go after their friend.
Yep.
Well, that's a Tina adventure, and a problem for someone else, probably. Who knows? If you enjoyed tonight, we play D&D every Monday from 6 p.m. UK time, so please come and join us that whenever it happens. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived on youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. If you like to binge things all at once instead of wait for them in the serial, you can do that. You can watch our old stuff. It's cool.
If you watch all of this, if you watch this from episode 1 to episode 4, then it's a one shot.
Exactly. And it'll just be a marathon 12 hours. That's all. Massive thank you to our D20 Club, Dice Heads on Patreon. They are fantastic. They support us, pay for many things. I mean, I pay for this t-shirt, but they pay for other things. You can get dice, all sorts of things. Maybe not from them specifically, but you can do it. They're on Patreon. They are the best, and you can join them for as little as £1, $1, £1. That's probably a bit little. Don't be stingy. 1 gold piece, whatever currency is your preference, you can pay an amount of it, probably one, per month to get access to this by following the links which will be in chat now, in the description below if you're on the YouTubes. Without the support, the people that I started talking about before I started rambling, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. So please do join them. Please do give us money, and we can keep making stuff to make you laugh and accidentally make 4-part series somehow. A big thank you again to our sponsors and supporters. They are also amazing. And don't forget, we are on social medias as, you guessed it, Roll Together RPG. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon, but not quite as soon as recently has been the case. But bye. Bye.